What's going on, people? I go by the name of Debug and welcome to the channel, and today's video is going to be about a brand new football game called eFootball, formerly known as PES or Pro Evolution Soccer. Konami has gone a completely different direction with this game. I'm excited to check it out. Today's video is just going to be checking it out. There's a new reveal trailer and we're going to go into more detail in the second part of the video, discussing what this game brings and what to expect from this game. As always, hit that subscribe button, it'd be much appreciated. So let's get right into it. So people, this is the official reveal trailer, so we're gonna check it out and see what they showcase. I'm excited for this. I think Konami did the right thing. I think they needed to build the game from scratch, you know, from the bottom. So hopefully this impresses, and hopefully, you know, it does bring back the glory days for a game like PES or eFootball, I should say.
How things have changed. Capacity crowds, that familiar cacophony of sound, the mass chorus of emotions, just some of the familiar norms.
So I think Messi is an ambassador. I think so is Neymar. So I'd expect them to characters, not what am I saying, characters, players to be the faces of the game.
As well as their nadir, and this will continue to be our mission.
Wait, how long is this video? Oh, it's a 6-minute video, so
undying passion, better yet, with a new level of passion. This is what eFootball is all about.
eFootball, the pitch is ours. So I'm excited because from what I've heard, they're going a complete different direction from any other normal football game. I mean, graphics wise, I think PES was always ahead of the game, I say. And I'd imagine this ain't anything. Well, who was that? Was that Ronaldo? That can't be Ronaldo. Bruh. Why was that pass so slow? That was the slowest pass I've ever seen from a kickoff. Well, the game's probably showing this in slow motion.
The answer is simple. From the bottom up, refining the most fundamental of all elements in football.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
So what they're talking about is, you know, building from the bottom up. Official advisor
is without doubt one of the true legends of football, and we are blessed in that he plies his trade in Japan these days.
Yeah, so if you don't know, Iniesta has been in Japan for the last few years, so it makes sense to, you know, bring him on board. One of the greatest players in our generation, easily. It'll be interesting how eFootball plays out. Is it going to be similar to like a... Is it going to be more arcadey, or is it going to be more, you know, real life? Because the thing is, people say, oh, I want a realistic football again, and then when you say when it plays like slow and stuff, you're like, oh, I don't really... Why is it so slow and stuff like that? So dribbling is... So maybe they're going to emphasize on dribbling. Flip flap. Any flip flaps?
Football, of course, isn't all about attack. We also need to know what makes great defense.
So they got Gerard Piqué on it as well.
Who for so long was Andres Iniesta's teammate at club and national level, who, like him, is amongst the most decorated footballers in the world. The great Gerard.
So is this new, or have they always been doing this? I mean, like, if they're really serious about building a game from the bottom up, like, you know, and they're starting from scratch, then you gotta have high hopes for this game. You gotta have high hopes. I mean, I'm never, you know, I never get gassed about these things because you never know. Like, whilst they might look good, in a trailer, does it play as good? So until you get your hands on the game, you won't know how it plays.
Men who ruled both Europe and the world. Their input will surely take the element of one-on-one in eFootball to an all-new level. Realistic player movement and response.
You got Neymar, who got announced the other day. I think he's going to be an ambassador for the game.
Through the use of technology known as motion matching. Motion matching involves creating a massive range.
Not a fan of those colours, the eFootball colours, the blue and yellow.
Differently depending on factors such as running speed and ball position. These animations are then cut and perfectly matched to each in-game situation.
Well, that was a bad touch, no?
Down to a T. And the results have been
staggering.
staggering.
Oh, got Fatty as well. Yeah. And
one-on-one system that is incredibly thrilling and most importantly.
See, that was clean. That was clean. That dribbling looks clean. Cross-platform, okay.
We want eFootball to be a thing for all fans of football.
Wow.
It was imperative that users on all platforms
So you can, what they're saying is you can play anyone, and from what it's saying, even from the mobile.
A fully cross-platform title. After all, why should you be
Oh, got Rashford there.
of your device? Why can't a mobile user play against
Oh, it's got the latest kit there.
just by plugging in a controller? eFootball is for everyone.
That is crazy. The fact that a mobile user can play someone like on a PS5, on a PS4. That is... Oh, look at that run back of Barcelona. That is crazy. The fact that you can cross-platform. But that's, you know what, good on Konami, because people, you know, always want to do things.
What eFootball can offer at a gaming level.
Okay, so autumn is when it will first release, and then they will be adding new stuff to the game.
In that case, keep an eye out for updates.
So early autumn, what's that, August, I guess? And it's free to play. Some items are available for in-game purchase. And that is it. So, yeah, it's free to play. A free to play football game. You cannot really go wrong with that. But, yeah, that's it for the actual trailer. So, the next part of the video is going to be me talking about this roadmap and what to expect. So, check it out. So what to expect from eFootball? So launching in autumn, eFootball is a new global brand for a global audience, dramatically rebuilt in an Unreal Engine, providing many advances on and off the pitch. So if you don't know, Konami took a year off last year to really focus on this game and, you know, heavily building it from scratch again. So, you know, they realized there needed to be a change, so they took a year out, and yeah, and this is the result for it. eFootball, it is free to play, digital only title with a fair and balanced experience for all. So yeah, that is huge news in a football community, for it to be free to play. You know, when was the last time a football was free to play? I know they've flirted with the idea with, you know, My Club and stuff like that. They've made that free, and there's been times where, you know, they've always said, oh, for this moment of time, you know, PES is free, but this is completely free to play from the start, and unite the community and play eFootball anywhere on console, PC, mobiles. Yeah, with cross-platform matchmaking available post-launch. So this ain't gonna be available from the start. But the fact that you can play like a mobile user with a PS5, I think that's completely crazy, and I think, you know, I think it's sick. I think what Konami's trying is sick, and obviously, don't get me wrong, whilst it's free to play, it is gonna be somewhat, you know, there is gonna be things that you can buy and purchase. So the roadmap, if I can get the roadmap, let me see if I can get the roadmap, and then we'll carry on and we'll talk about what to expect. So this is the roadmap, people. Early autumn is when the game comes out, and this will be the all new game engine rollout and local matches with some clubs. So I know people have seen this and said, oh, they're releasing the game with only, like, you know, a handful of clubs, like, you know, Barcelona, Bayern, Juventus, United, Arsenal, and some other teams. And you're like, oh, how can they release the game like this? Well, consider this as the somewhat of a demo. So this is like, instead of releasing a demo, they're actually releasing the full game just at a very cap limit, so you can only play local games and stuff like that. So then autumn comes in, and then online leagues, name to be confirmed, open and team building mode will come out as well. So I'm guessing the time the football season starts, the actual game will be fully out. All these modes will be available, so it's not just going to be your 10 teams or so, or 8 teams from the previous month. So I'm thinking by autumn, I'd say September. Is that still autumn? Yeah, so I'd imagine by September the game will be fully out. So this mode, team building mode, we got My Club from PES. It might go a different direction, we don't know, because it's just saying team building mode. Could be Master League. I don't know if it is gonna like be somewhat similar to the FIFA version of somewhat Ultimate Team. I don't know. Online leagues, I'm guessing that's gonna be somewhat like your seasons and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously cross-platform matches, console and PC. So that is when the full game comes out, so I'm guessing that's going to be around the September times. And the fact that you can play, can you do, I don't know if you can do PlayStation to Xbox, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing you can. Or is it only PlayStation to PC or Xbox to PC? I don't know, but no, from time you can do the mobile stuff, so I'm guessing obviously you can play. If you're a PS5 user, you can play PS4s. Likewise, if you're a Xbox Series X owner, you can play the Xbox One owner, something like that. So I think that is the way forward for most games. I think I know another game, Battlefield's doing it, so I'm thinking that is the future for most games. A lot of games have cross-platform now, and I don't think I know. Whilst I know it's hard and sometimes it's difficult, I think we do need to make that the norm. Now, this is one interesting thing, and that is the match pass system. So the match pass system I think is what you're going to have to pay for, maybe, because obviously it's not going to be completely free. There is going to be some microtransactions to make some sort of money. And this is where I think the match pass system will come in. I think there'll be a free version, and there'll be a one that you can buy that will unlock more things. So that is the business model that Konami have decided to go on. It's a very successful business model, as we've seen. A lot of, you can look at the Warzones, the Fortnites, Apex, and now we're doing it for a football game. So this is the first time a football game, a brand new football game, has been free to play. And then during the winter, we're going to have the esports tournaments kick off. So I'm guessing that's competitive play and the cross-platform matches. So this is when anyone can play anyone. And it also has mobile controller support. So yeah, if I have my mobile and I've got a pad, I can play anyone. And I think that's really sick. And I'm happy for Konami to take this direction, because they are against a monster of a franchise in FIFA. So doing this may bridge the gap closer. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to get my hands on the game. From what I saw, it looked very slow. I don't know if that's going to be the full version, but we're going to have to see. I'm hoping to get my hands on the game a bit earlier so I can create some content for you guys. But that is it. That is the end of the video. I'm excited for eFootball. I think it's, it definitely caught me off guard, because I thought, was still going PES, but no, PES is somewhat finished now, and now eFootball is here to stay. So brand new business model, free to play, cross-platform, and yeah, they built the game from scratch up using the Unreal Engine, and I'm excited to see how this plays out. It's a very ambitious move from Konami. I think it's the right move, and I'm interested to see how it plays out. I'm looking forward to get my hands on it. I'm definitely gonna create content for this game. So that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. What do you think about eFootball? Are you excited to play? Are you going to tell all your friends to play? It's free to play, so everyone can get their hands on it. And it's not, I've got PlayStation 5, or I've just got a mobile, or I've got PS4, I've only got Xbox. Everyone can play, everyone. So doing this means that there's no reason why anyone can play this, like why anyone can't play this game. Even if you don't have a console, you can still play this game. If you've got a mobile, you can still play with the boys on PlayStation. It's just crazy, and I think it's definitely a step in the right direction by Konami, and I hope, you know, in years' time this is just gonna be the norm for most games, because, you know, I think you should always be able to cross-platform most games that you play. Yeah, leave a comment and let me know if you're excited for eFootball. As always, hit that subscribe button, it'd be much appreciated. And until next time, guys, I am out. Peace.